Well, 2 weeks into his first full term, Governor Dan McKee is preparing to deliver his State of the State address tonight.
The focus is expected to be on how the state can build momentum coming out of the pandemic here in Rhode Island. And our own Kim Kalunian joins us live from the State House with a look at what the governor's goals may be this year. Kim?
Hey, Ted and Kayla. Yeah, we're about 3 hours away from the start of the governor's State of the State address. And we know that he's expected to unveil his budget on Thursday. So we're hoping to get some more details from the governor tonight about what that budget proposal may include. And to talk more about that, I'm joined live now by Rhode Island Commerce Secretary Liz Tanner. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
So we got some excerpts from the governor's speech just a short time ago, and we now know that he's planning to outline some broad tax relief for Rhode Islanders. I'm sure that's welcome news to a lot of people watching at home. What form do you expect that tax relief to take?
Well, I can say that, for a governor who was a former mayor and a small business owner, there's going to be some really good treats in there for small businesses, so we're excited about the tax incentives that he'll share tonight.
I know one of the things that's been floated is a potential cut to the sales tax. Rhode Island's current sales tax is at 7%. Massachusetts and Connecticut lower than that. Massachusetts is 6.25%. Connecticut, I believe, is 6.35%. Does that make a difference in terms of competitiveness? Do you think it really matters in terms of where Rhode Islanders are spending their money? Or if there is a sales tax decrease in Rhode Island, does it just put more money back into people's wallets to spend elsewhere and inject back into the economy that way?
I think it's safe to say that all businesses, big, small, medium, care about any kind of tax incentives they can get.
And in terms of other things that you're expecting to hear from the governor tonight or hoping to hear from the governor, what are you going to be listening for at 7 o'clock?
We are really excited to capitalize on the momentum that we've got going, and I think you'll be really excited to hear some of the things we have going on in the bio and life science area.
All right, fantastic. Rhode Island Commerce Secretary Liz Tanner, thanks so much. We will stay tuned. And our in-depth coverage of the State address continues at 4:30 when I'll be joined by 12 News political analyst Joe Fleming to talk about the key things he thinks you should listen for tonight at 7. For now, I'll send it back to you live at the State House. I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.